Welcome along to Ting Kwong Road Recreation Ground for another match in the Cricket Hong Kong Premier League. We've got a match up between USRC and Little Saiwan. Just over half an hour ago they went out for the toss. Little Saiwan won the toss and elected to bat first on what is a overcast but nice and warm day. Perfect day for cricket. These two sides, decent rivalry. We're looking to get honours. Slightly used wicket, but looks like it's a great wicket for cricket. Plenty of spin options in both teams, but especially USRC. A couple of left arm off spinners, leg spinner. They'll be looking to use those to tighten things up, I'm sure, through the middle overs. Little Saiwan, as usual, will be relying on their legend Ehsan Khan to be miserly with the ball, and looks like might be heading out up the top of the order as well, or close to. Up at Hong Kong Cricket Club, they're going to be taking on Kowloon in around about half an hour's time, I think. So getting all set for first ball. Earlier today up at Hong Kong Cricket Club was the Women's Premier League final between Hong Kong Cricket Club and Little Saiwan Cricket Club. Hong Kong Cricket Club batting first, all out for 67 in just under 15 overs. Little Saiwan chasing it down, 4 down. And we're underway with a leave. Ball outside off and just let go. Great opportunity to bat first. You tend to see these wickets at Mission Road just get a little bit slower as the day goes on. I wonder whether USRC would have elected to bat had they won the toss. Full and wide. They scurry through for a single off the misfield from Wacker's short cover. Little Saiwan are underway. Left-hand, right-hand combination, always a big asset for the batting side. It really forces a lot of movement. More importantly, it challenges the bowler to make those adjustments, which are never easy when they're able to rotate the strike. Deep square leg out on the boundary, just in front of square, and quite a wide third man in the 2 on the boundary. Fine leg up in the ring on the 45. Khan over pitches, and that's a glorious straight drive for 4 runs. Absolutely glorious shot. Doesn't matter what format of the game, that shot just looks incredible, doesn't it? The straight drive. Outstanding bit of cricket. Shearer just over pitching there, just trying to get that ball to shake back into the lefty. He's up to the challenge. Ehsan Ayers, cracking shot down the ground. And with that we see a field change with a third slip coming out into mid-wicket. Better length this time, and a little inside edge from Ehsan. Cries, there's hope that that was going to go through the gate, but not to be. Oh, it's kept low. Well, we're going to see more of that today. And if it gets worse, it's not going to be pleasant to bat out there. That's first over of the day. Not really what you want to see as a batter. It's going to get in your mind a little bit where you still want to have that confidence to commit to your stroke, but when the pitch does something like that, it can just sit there in the back of your mind. Oh, there's a noise. No one makes a move. It's a good catch down the leg side by Umar, but the umpire unmoved, and that rounds out our first over. 5 runs from it, 4 down the ground and a single, and also won a 5 without loss. Looking at the current standings table for the Premier League, Pakistan Association, 3 from 3, unbeaten at the top of the table with 6 points. And then a big drop down, congested leaderboard here with Kowloon Cricket Club, USRC and Little Saiwan all sitting on 2 points. Hong Kong Cricket Club, 3 games, haven't managed to record a win yet, not looking good for them. As we see Hassan Muhammad, left arm offie. Spent a bit of time over in the UK. He's played for Hong Kong under-16s, Hong Kong under-19s and Hong Kong A squads. There's plenty of experience and had a good season, and expect to see a lot more of that sort of stuff there, just quite quick. Targeting the stumps. He's actually out here on this ground, very ground, playing for Hong Kong A against P&G. Oh, and again, that just slides on for the arm. What a big turner of the ball. He hasn't been on the scene in Hong Kong for a couple of seasons, so not going to be someone players are going to be too familiar with. This drops short, unable to break the field. Interesting, not often we see someone bowl with the cap on. Certainly not a bright sunny day, there's no need for it. It's a bit fuller this time, but just gently pushed to make his carnet extra cover. Quick again, and at the leg stump. Great thing about for the fielding team is these sorts of overs get through very quick, as we see USRC fielders all sit back on the ring. Oh, it's through the legs at point. Very disappointing end to the over, which should have been a maiden. Wasn't. Just the 1 run from it, and Little Saiwan move along to 6 runs after their 2 overs. Yeah, so going back to that table, at the end of today's games, Hong Kong Cricket Club would have played 4 games. Everybody else would have been on 3, so we'll get a bit of separation in the table by the end of today's play, with all 3 of those teams sitting on 1 win each, playing 2 of them in front of us here. Shiriar Khan back Second over. Whoa, big wide down the leg side, and Uma covering a lot of distance to tidy that up. For the right hander, third man back, fine leg up, and deep square leg. Short, pulled behind square, one bounce 4. Sherry dropping a little bit short on the hip, and easy runs those. Not what you want from your bowlers. Dropping short and going for a boundary first ball of the over. Just puts a lot of pressure on you. Looks like we might have had a lost ball through the fence. Bit of a chance to, a few wise words to Sheria. Marcus Khan, experienced campaigner, played a lot of cricket for the Hong Kong men's team. Gazam for Muhammad, the leaguey, coming over to offer a bit of advice. So they're talking about those angles, and that's probably wise words. Whoa, big swing. Came back after a break, thought he'd try and go big. It's just wild swing and a miss. Yeah, interesting intent. We've not really seen that approach there. I mean, that boundaries help lift the run rate up. They don't need to worry about where they are. There's certainly no need for that, but makes it interesting cricket. Short. And misses out. I think he'll feel like he's really missed out there. Short. Deep square had moved behind square, and I think that could have been hit nicely in front. Ibrahim disappointed with that, I think. Sheria in again. Oh, very short. Long way behind square, but it's a big boundary out there, so it's just the 2 runs. Pretty well directed bouncer. Certainly taken that off his nose, but just not sure that's the option that needs to be taken, that variable bounce. It has to have good length, or slightly fuller of a good length. Just looks like there might be a few areas in the pitch to exploit if you're a bowler. Again, playing a miss. Two balls left in the over. 6 off it so far. Great catch. Outstanding catch at cover. Ibrahim's tried to go over the top and hasn't. Picked out one of the tallest fielders in the team in Gencor Muhammad, and he takes a good catch over head height there, arms extended. So on, they've lost their first wicket. They're 11 for 1 after 2.5 overs. Very good piece of cricket, and USRC will be very pleased with that. I think Ibrahim will feel pretty disappointed with himself. It's a short wide one. He missed out on a pull shot earlier in the over, and he's got out to a ball that you don't really want to get out to. That's cricket. Little Saiwan, one down. Scores. Well, they have. They've set it over. Hassan coming on for a second over. Hat staying on. This time to the lefty, so a few field changes. Hassan looking like he's still going to go round the wicket. It's an interesting angle. Short. Helped on the way, 4 runs, poor delivery. I was wondering why sticking with that round the wicket angle just makes it very, very difficult. Certainly if you're going to go around the wicket, give yourself a small margin for error. 45 on the leg side, and just behind square leg on the ring, square leg, mid wicket and long on. This time just pop over mid wicket. They're just going to take the 1 run. Again, second over in a row, we've seen a boundary off the first ball. Certainly those bad balls letting Little Saiwan off the hook. 20 for 1, majority of which has come in boundaries. Saying Kala Magpal, the new batsman. Ooh, ball again, looking like it's just kept low. Really like this from Hassan, at least to the right-handers thus far. Just love that intent to really attack the stumps, asks a lot of questions of the batter. Fight it up a little bit more. Sliding a long way down the leg side. Kunal Nagpal missing out there on the pads. 5-4 offside field. Just the deep square leg and long on out. Short, not able to do anything with it. A bit too quick, feel like he's missed out, and a very good over, with the exception of the boundary first ball. 5 off it. Little Saiwan, after winning the toss, choosing to bat first. They're 20 for 1 after 4. And with that, we're going to see a bowling change. Muhammad Ali to come in here at the Argyle Street end. Muhammad Ali always keen to get a wicket so he can bust out the backflip celebration. Very competitive cricketer, and a very competitive unit been formed at USRC under the coaching of Imran Arif. We'll be rolling up first ball to Ihsan Ayaz, currently 9 off 6 balls, including a lovely straight drive. Full, worked off the pads, lovely leg glance for 4. Great bit of work by Ihsan. Poor ball to start, and he's made them pay. 3rd over in a row, boundary off the first ball of the over. Just takes so much pressure off the batting unit. A lot of dots in this innings, but 3 overs with a boundary off the first ball just takes that pressure off. Short, high, it's got a lot of hang time. It's taken one hand, one bounce, run out chance, and it is. What a shambles! Completely unforced error. Ihsan Ayaz, after looking alright, certainly a bit of a death stare down at the other end at his running partner. Doesn't matter, he's on his bike and he's walking off. Little Saiwan losing their 2nd wicket. Completely unnecessary run out, and now they're 24 for 2 in the 5th over. Really quite remarkable that a run out came out of that. It's just can only be put down to just very, very poor communication between the batters. USRC opportunists. Yeah, two wickets to fall thus far. The short and wide one that just got hit to Gazumpha, and then that unnecessary run out. Couple of opportunistic wickets, very useful for this USRC team, and with them they've managed to get 2 of the top order out. Use the walkie-talkie. And much better ball. USRC boys will be very pleased to see the back of the left-hander. 2 right-handers. Makes life a lot easier for the bowling unit and the fielding unit. You're not running around swapping between balls of the singles. Makes your planning a lot easier. Back of a length, Tucked into the leg side, and they're going to pick up a quick single. Sheria Weiss. That mid-wicket wasn't able to get in and pick it up cleanly. We've got Ikram Hussain coming into the crease. He's here courtesy of a good bit of fielding and a mix-up between the two batters. Short and wide. A throw from Aftab at point. Takes out his bowler's ankle. Luckily it got a bit of boot. Short and wide again, this time not quite splitting the gap. Good bit of fielding. They just pick up the one run. That ends the over. Little Saiwan losing their second wicket. Boundary off the first ball of the third over in a row. They're now 27 for 2 after 5. Hassan Muhammad going to come in for his third over in a row. He'll be very pleased that there's no left-hander to worry about. Been very effective. Two overs, just going for the 6 runs. Of those 6, one of them was a boundary that went for 4. Again, lovely bit of bowling, just quite quick bowling into the wicket. Ooh. Just love this bowling, asking questions every ball of the batter. Coming in and targeting those stumps. This time a little bit too much width. Commentator's curse. Breaks the offside field and a lovely cut shot for 4. I find it interesting that looking at the areas that he's bowling, whether they could change that field slightly and have that cover point sweeper out there. Seems to be Hassan's bad ball, or the ball that just doesn't quite go where it should. That's another one, but this time straight to the fielder. Oh, big dive. It's chased. Yeah, looks like it'll just be the 2. 6 runs off the over. Little Saiwan 33 for 2 after 6, and that's the end of the power play. The stumps, hunting for a quick single, and they're going to get it easily. Good bit of batting, great way to try and keep the scoreboard ticking over and get a bit of momentum into the innings. Ooh, another quick single. A couple of singles to end out the over. One that saw the fall of yet another wicket. North Taiwan close out 7 overs at 37 for 3. Reminder, in about 15 to 20 minutes time, the stream of the Hong Kong Cricket Club Premier League side versus Kowloon Cricket Club will be starting up. Hong Kong Cricket Club currently winless from their 3 games. Kowloon Cricket Club, just like these two, sitting on the 1 win and hoping that they can get a second, move themselves into second place on the table, a step closer to making the final of this Premier League. So we see a bowling change. Gazumpha Muhammad, fresh off a long 3.5-month tour with the national men, back into club cricket. A good job on his tour. Be hoping that he can use that experience, both 2020 and 50 over cricket, to come in here and help his side pick up the win today. Floated up, and just the 1 run down the ground. Got 5 fielders out on the boundary, cover sweeper, long off, long on, deep mid wicket, and deep square leg behind square. Still sticking in there with a slip. Wide open space on the leg side in the ring. Gazumpha coming in, bowling to his teammate when they're playing for Hong Kong. I'm sure there's a little game within a game between these two, wanting a little bit of bragging rights. Especially with their son being the elder statesman, it's always good to try and get one over the experienced campaigner. As they scurry through for 1 run. Left arm off spinner to come today, and Aftab Hussain. Hassan Mohammed still got 1 over left. Turn over pitched. Great thing about these spin bowlers is they can get through these overs very, very quickly. Umpire Sharoy just having a chat. Always keen to talk to the boys, even if they're out on the field. So it's punched down the ground, nice shot. It'll just be the 1 run. Wrongin, a bit quicker. Great bit of fielding from experienced Imran Arif. Certainly saved 3 there. That closes out the 8th over. Little Saiwan 41 for 3. Big thank you to the league sponsors, Gencor, for their support of cricket in Hong Kong, not just this league, but the national women's team as well. Very, very grateful for their support. Makes a huge difference to cricket in Hong Kong and our ability to deliver cricket and try and raise the standard across the board. So big thank you to Gencor. See Ali Muhammad coming in for his 3rd over. 11 runs coming off his first 2, including that wicket in the last. All thundered into off stump. Over pitched. Rather laboured effort at stopping the ball from Gazumpha at cover, and Marcus Khan comes round and does the tidying up. 2 runs from it. Short, not getting up. Again, just a sign of this wicket. A little slow, a little tired. Easily guided. It's behind point for 1. Full, hand to it, go down as a drop. We'll just pick up the 1 from it. Pace off and shy at the stumps. Wasp still giving Little Saiwan a bit of hope here, tracking them to be getting a score of around 146. I think they'll need a bit more from this partnership to set themselves up for that. Worked off the legs, cry of 2 from the batters. They're not going to get it. Good bit of fielding. 1 to come in the over. Little Saiwan, their run rate just as a 5.2 and over. I certainly think once this partnership's established, they're going to be wanting to find a bowler to target. Pace off, but it's a no ball. They've taken a single. Ehsan will be very, very happy with that because he's going to have the pleasure of a free hit. And so are we, fingers crossed. See some action. Field is spread, deep square leg, deep mid wicket. Long on, long off, deep cover. A few words from the skipper, Akbar Khan. The fielder's talking about wide Yorkers, slow balls. Who knows what he's going to bowl? Probably one of those two. Well, certainly wasn't either of them. And it's gone the distance. It's gone over the fence. We'll need a new ball. Just bowled a length ball. And can't do that to Ehsan Khan. Helped himself to that. And again, an unforced error from USRC just keeps the door open for Little Saiwan. So at the end of 9 overs, Little Saiwan 54 for 3. Going at exactly 6 and over. And if we see if we can have a pan over to the nets there, great to see a group of girls in the nets training. Great opportunity, hopefully they're some future cricketers for Hong Kong with the Women's Under-19 World Cup qualifiers coming up next year. What an opportunity. Could we be seeing Hong Kong getting to a Women's World Cup? That would be something quite special. We see Gazumpha Muhammad coming on for a second. First over just went for the 4 runs. Oh, pushed. Little aerial, no run into the covers. Tossed up. Misfield, Ehsan Khan all over it. Great bit of running between the wickets and disgust from Gazumpha. Throws the ball into the ground and hurls it in. Great awareness from Ehsan Khan, experienced campaigner, just capitalising on just a small misfield. Push through a bit quicker this time from Gazumpha. Throw the bowler's end. Not enough. Great bit of running from Ehsan Khan. Great awareness and backing up. Slightly different field set for Ehsan Khan. Just aware he likes to sweep. Man on the 45 and deep square leg, well behind square. Pushed in quicker. And an easy single. One ball left in this over. That ends the 10th over. Looks like they're going to take a quick drink At the end of 10 overs, halfway point of this innings, Little Saiwan 58 for 3.
Right? Series.
Well, the short drink's turned into a long drink. I suppose USRC are probably not that bothered about their over rate, given that they've got Ahmed Hassan that tends to bowl his 3 overs in the time it takes most fast bowlers to bowl 1, so I'm sure they've got a little bit of time in the bank. Certainly not too hot out here today. Overcast day. Nice and warm. Quite a nice day for cricket. So we see the skipper, Akbar Khan, coming into the attack. Interesting. Just to come in, bowl little Meadows. Keep her up. Curious to see which of third man or final leg goes back. Or neither.
2, 3, 4.
Okay. So we've got a deep square leg, deep mid wicket. Long on, long off, deep cover. So Sounds able to get it past either one of those 45 fielders on the off or leg side. There's runs to be had. Or do that. No one in the ring in front of square on the leg side, so plenty of singles on offer. I suspect this is USRC trying to sneak in a couple of overs. Could be the bowler worth targeting. Not like that though. Caught and bowled. Full and straight ball and just tap back. We're looking to go for the single. And they always talk about drinks breaks taking wickets. And this one has. Also won't lose their fourth. 59 for 4. 10.2. Obviously Akbar Didn't get enough to drink in the drinks break, and he's having another go. And up on Hong Kong Island, Kowloon Cricket Club are taking on Hong Kong Cricket Club Premier League sides. Kowloon Cricket Club look like they are batting first in a 5 for 1 after 1.3 overs.
Oh, that was okay.
Tanveer Ahmed in the crease, playing a miss to the short wide one. Slightly different field set here with third man going back, and deep mid wicket coming into just regulation mid wicket, and that one a bit too wide. Full again, targeting the off stump. It's where you want to be bowling on this wicket. I think that drinks break has done little so on any favours. It's an interesting one, the drinks break in T20 cricket. Certainly think it's can favour the bowling team a little bit, particularly if they just want to wrestle a bit of momentum back and slow the game down. Last thing you want as a batter, if you're going along nicely, is to have to stop and take a break. Face off, big appeal. Oh, umpire's gone for a walk, and the finger goes up, big appeal. Outstanding appeal. Tanveer Ahmed, he comes and he goes. Turns out to be a big over for USRC. A bad one for Little Saiwan. They lost their 5th wicket now, 60 for 5 after 11.
Oh, I see. Should I stop it? What's that? Nathan?
Yeah, I think that's Nathan Kellart to the crease. Is it? Yeah. Oh, interesting. We're going. Oh, Ace Muhammad coming in for a little bit of a bowl. Interesting, known a lot more for his hard-hitting batting. Obviously they see some use, some little wicket to wicket, medium pace. Here it is, easy single.
accustomed to scoring.
Short and wide, playing a miss. Just get the sense that USRC chance to be on top here. Full and wide and just pushed out into point. Go run. I think these would otherwise be the types of bowlers that you'd want to be trying to target. See if you can build a bit of momentum off guys that are probably considered more part-timers at the moment. Someone are a bit more of a building phase. Cries. Get that ball from the fielders and it's just the one run. Our Wasp dropping down to around 130. Was up closer to 160 earlier in the innings. Again, that is just unable to do much with anything that's a little bit shorter on a good length outside off. It's a lovely shot, but it's just the one run straight to the Ali Muhammad, the sweeper outside off. Ends the 12th over. 65 for 5.
That's right. And still Nathan. 3. Sorry, 3. I've got something now.
Full and wide, one run to the covers. Akbar Khan, skipper, coming in for a second over. Very productive first over. 2 runs from it and he took 2 wickets. No wonder he's bowling the second. Well, again, and just another single.
Okay, I'm just getting my head around the scoring system.
Again, just another single down the ground. Like 50 over cricket at the moment. Useful field change, just bringing in that mid wicket, try and put a bit more pressure on, a bit more of a squeeze, certainly doing that. Another one down the round. That's the ends the 13th over. So 170 for 5, going along at just under around 5.4 and over. Not an easy pitch to bat on, but they're certainly going to need a few more runs than what they're on track for. As I say that earlier, that USRC must have been happy with their over rate after drinks. They seem to be scurrying around under a little bit of pressure here, so well, see how things shape up towards the end of the innings. Meanwhile, up at Hong Kong Cricket Club, Kowloon Cricket Club are batting first. They're currently 16 for 3 after 3.4. Adil Mahmood with all three of them. The over, he's currently bowling. He had 2 wickets in a row. Was on a hat trick. Back here, Wace Junior, second over. He's gone for 6 runs off his 8 balls thus far. Make that 7. Good bit of running between the wickets. And this time they're going to pick up 2. Good running between the wickets. Big appeal, big appeal. The finger goes up, a dismayed looking batter raises his hand in disappointment. Doesn't matter. The umpire has spoken. Also on lose their 6th in the 14th over. And now 74 for 6. Picked up a comment on the live chat over on the HKCC feed. Someone asking who's winning. That was an interesting comment in cricket. Let's see, new batter comes into the crease. To Wace Junior. That's right. Ramesh into the crease, quite low for him. Very useful batter. He's got plenty of runs in Sunday cricket. That closes out the 14th over. Also won 74 for 6 after 14. Lots of work to do. Looks like we're going to be seeing skipper Akbar Khan come in for his 3rd over on the trot. wicket medium is proving useful. USRC. Also on only managing to pick up singles at the moment. Last 5 overs. 19 runs, 3 wickets. Advantage USRC. Another caught and bowled, gone. Ramesh. Just trying to hit it down the ground for 1. Couldn't manage it and he's on his bike. Little Saiwan, 75 for 7. 14.3. Still so much cricket left in this innings. Their son can't. Standing there watching everyone go. Full. Volley defended. Back to the bowler. Again, but this time a bit wider. Do the 1 run. The Wasp continues to crumble. Now just predicting a final score of 115, which you really wouldn't think would be anywhere near enough. Yes, I'm pushing for 2, but it's not going to be there. And another over gone. Load of 7s on board, 77 for 7 after 15. Softball pitch end, because I'm for Muhammad, coming back into the attack to bowl his leg spin. Went for just the 8 runs off his first 2 overs. And the wicket takes the outside half, and 1 run. Yet to see Aftab Hussain have a bowl yet. bit of a balance in 2020 cricket, even though there's not many wickets in hand. You still need to make sure you're getting to a competitive total. I'm sure Ehsan's got something in mind that he wants his team to get up to. Certainly running out of time to do that. Rather half-hearted appeal. I think there was more louder appeal coming from the guys that were square of the wicket than the bowler and keeper. Certainly not stopped Gencor having a word to the batter. And now Sharoy's had the final word. Very unlike Sharoy. Confusion everywhere. No damage done. The end of Gencor's third over. Little Saiwan crawling their way along to 79 for 7 after 16. See a bunch of youngsters pop down from KG5 after their match, come down and have a bit of a play on the sideline, play a bit of cricket, watch a bit of cricket. Great way to spend your afternoon. So we've got those young lads on one side and we've got the young girls training in the net over the other side of the ground. It's great to see. There's a big appeal. And probably a pretty optimistic one, I would say. Wasp predicting 111. That one brings their son Khan on strike, and it's going to be on his shoulders, I think, to do the heavy lifting to try and find the rope and push his team up to some sort of score that they can try and defend. These USRC guys certainly been committed to throwing themselves around a bit in the field today. Got a bit of a sniff of victory, I think, and they want to make sure that they close out this innings. Skipper Akbar Khan doing a fine job for his team thus far. 3.4 overs, 13 runs and 3 wickets. Came on after drinks and quickly changed the complexion. Little Saiwan innings. Short, it's aerial. Oh, it's going to fall short. Little Saiwan run rate now dropped down below 5 and over. It simply won't be enough. It rounds out the 17th over. Also on 83 for 7. 3 overs left and they've got a bit of work to do. Gazumfa Mohammed. Gazumfa back on for his final over. 10 off his first 3. Paddle sweep and a good bit of running between the wickets. But yet another single. Down the wicket. And through mid wicket for 1. Quick single, big dive.
1.
Tie. And it's long enough. The maximum. From Dhananjay Rao. Very, very useful runs those. And pushes little Saiwan a lot closer to that 100 mark. 92 now. Great cricket. He manages to get off strike straight away.
It's saying battery low.
Is it definitely got the power going? You got another camera?
No, I'm just good.
Yep, just one. Another 1 run from it. It closes out the 18th over. 94 for 7. So it doesn't look like we're going to see Aftab today. We are going to see Shehryar Khan come back into the attack. First 2 overs. Took the 1 wicket for 14 runs.
इसको अंदर ले लेना इसको सुनना इसको ऊपर ले करने के भाई इधर आ जाओ भाई सर्कल में फिनिश करना है
Interesting field. Finally goes back, but off on the ring. They're going to push for 2 here. They're going to go for it, and they're going to get it. Outstanding running between the wickets. Short. Pulled nicely in front of square. It's just going to be the one run. USRC side very vocal on the field. There's the little Saiwan team cheering on every run. Saiwan's run rate back up over 5s, only just. Short. Very well bowled bouncer. One run from it. Little Saiwan moving along, 98 for 7. 2 balls left on this over before we enter the last. Answers. Doesn't get much of it, it's just the one. Very useful over this from Shehryar Khan so far. It's going to go all the way. And what was going along at a reasonable over is now cost them 11 runs. Outstanding from Dhananjay Rao. Cheers from the Little Saiwan dugout, and Little Saiwan move along to 105 for 7 with an over remaining. Ali Muhammad the bowler.
Ali Muhammad? That's right.
Ali Muhammad going to come in and close out this innings. Ehsan Khan on strike. Saiwan currently 105. 3 wickets in hand. And a need of big over here to give themselves something to defend. Whoa! Go through the wide Yorker, a bit too wide. That wide outside off again, did a good job at it. It's cost them the single. Meanwhile, how about Hong Kong Cricket Club? KCC in recovery mode, forming a bit of a partnership, 47 for 3. Bubba Hyatt, Simandeep Singh at the crease. Oh! Inside edge. Edge cut. 4 runs. Not much the bowler can do about that. But it's very, very valuable runs for Little Saiwan. As Dhananjay Rao is causing the damage. Going along at well over 100 strike rate. 23 off 14 balls. Outstanding innings. Oh, deep in the crease. Pulls it up his hip. 1 bounce, 4. Wow, looks like it's going to be Little Saiwan that's going to take a little bit of momentum into their fielding innings. USRC, even though they're still very much a very good job up until this point, disappointed. Little Saiwan won 15 for 7 with 3 balls left in this innings. Full and wide, catching opportunity, and it's dropped. They're going to come through for 2. Two more valuable runs, Little Saiwan total. Low full toss. It'll just be the 1 run. It will. So West Cart's going to be on strike for the last ball. Certainly be hoping they can get 2 runs, get themselves up to 120, which will be a reasonable result from where they were. Last 5 overs, 42 runs off it. Great partnership. And the umpire believes that was inside the line. Isan would like to think otherwise. Closes out the innings. Little Saiwan, 118 for 7 after 20 overs. Great effort by the USRC boys. Certainly not an easy pitch to bat on. We'll be back in about 10 minutes for the second innings. Welcome back to Tin Kwong Road Recreation Ground as we're getting ready for the second innings of this match between USRC and Little Saiwan. To start up, first innings, Little Saiwan struggled their way to 118 for 7 at the end of their 20 overs. The USRC boys will have 119 to win in 20 overs. Great opportunity for them to get a victory on a pitch that is not easy to bat on. I've seen a few balls keep low, a little bit slow, and the spinners and little medium pace wicket to wicket bowlers in particular were very, very effective for USRC, especially skipper Akbar Khan, taking 3 quick wickets after the drinks break that was taken at 10 overs. Little Saiwan, very capable unit. Ehsan Khan, the elder statesman in the attack. They'll be looking at him with his right arm off spin to not only be economical but to be trying to pick up a few important wickets. USRC batting unit, certainly quite an attacking one. Muhammad Awais Jr. I've seen him do some incredible damage many years ago at the Blitz. Muhammad Umar, left-handed opening batsman, again can be quite aggressive up the top of the order. Expect Little Saiwan to possibly open the bowling with Dhananjay Rao holding his left arm in swing. Had a fantastic innings, rearguard action from him that helped his side get to 118, which was looking unlikely for a while. The experienced Tanvir Ahmed played a lot of international cricket for Hong Kong, likely to open the bowling too. So we see the players come out. Dhananjay.
Yeah, we do.
Dhananjay to open the bowling in the Argyle Street end. He was shaping the ball away from Umar Muhammad, the left-hander. That's probably why you can see Ehsan Khan here. Wide second, third slip. Third man back, deep square leg back. Dhananjay will be looking to get this Kookaburra Platinum to be shaping nicely, see if he can get the outside edge. Get his side off to a good start. Good length ball to start. Just a top ball. And again, quite wide, but Umar just trying to look to guide it down to third man and unable to do so. We saw in USRC's bowling innings that bowling that wicket to wicket line, targeting the stumps, tended to be the most effective way to bowl dot balls and put a bit of pressure on. See if Little Saiwan have learnt from that. Certainly not with that delivery, which is quite short. Numa just looking to hang his bat out at it. Really a lot of pace in the wicket. That ball's shaping nicely. He's gone a bit fuller and wide, and just flaying his bat out there. See Numa play his best cricket when he's really trying to swing hard at the ball. Again, full outside off, and pushing the back. Great little matchup here. Dhananjay, very effective bowler. Like all left armers, bringing the ball into the right hander, challenging the stumps, and then challenging the outside edge of the lefty. This time over pitching, but again, Umar, everything he's tried to play, he's almost just looking to try and just use the pace of the ball. Interesting approach. And that concludes the end of the first over. Just the one run from it. Very good one from Dhananjay, who's carried on from his great finish and great batting innings and carried that into his bowling.
Just come here. Don't bring anything this far.
And as predicted, Tanveer Ahmed opening the bowling from the softball pitch end, softball diamond. It's very quiet over there today, actually. No softball on today. As we get a couple of people walking in front of the sight screen. Never be a day of cricket without a couple of people walking in front of the sight screen. Rather hold on strike to Tanveer. Pulled out to deep square for one. Oh, the Scarwat's going to have his first ball in the second over. Go, struck hard, but straight to Abraham behind point. No run. Interesting here. Well, this bowling quite short on a wicket that seems to be a little bit too paced. Inconsistent bounce. saw the best benefit was targeting those stumps. At least that's what we saw in the first innings. Slight field change here. Deep square leg moving in front of square. Short again, pulled behind square, 4 runs. I think there's a feeling that Umar's weak on the short ball, but on a pitch that it's pretty tough to get that ball up, and a pitch that's offering inconsistent bounce, it does make you wonder about the plans. Easy runs. That's where you want to be bowling, folks. It's a great follow-up delivery, and that's where you want to be bowling them all. Much better bit of cricket. Just a great piece of bowling. All you need to do. Got that new ball in your hands. Nice and hard, bit of swing, bit of seam. It's a big appeal for... It's just the leg by, but you're already showing signs if you get the ball up there. Something might happen. Useful over for USRC, 7 off it, and out without loss after 2. Dhananjay in again to Umar, the lefty. Slips come out. Full and wide, shaping, but just managed to stop it. Great bit of fielding, outstanding. Don't run from it. Oh, I'd love to see Dhananjay here just tighten that line up. Try to attack those stumps a little bit more. Supported well by his fielders thus far. Bit of batting from Umar, just the 1 run. This will be Dhananjay's first delivery to a right-hander. Obviously not feeling that the ball's swinging as much as he'd like, and he's coming round the wicket. Take a length on the hip, taking a bit of glove, I think. It's 4 runs, easy 4 runs. Leg byes. Just like that. It's coming back over the wicket. Like it, you got a new ball, bowling to right-hander. Just always feel that that's got to be your first option. go. See that inconsistent bounce, kept quite low. Just really feel thus far Little Samoan have missed a little bit of a trick here. Just haven't targeted stumps quite enough. Current run rate just over 6. Oh, current run rate just under 5s, I should say. Run rate required just over 6. Yeah, lovely. That's where you want to see the left armour bowling. Much better. Much better finish from Tanjay. Ends another over. USRC 13 without loss after 3. Look at HKCC, great revival from Cowling Cricket Club. Now 142 for 4 with just over 2 overs remaining. Simmer deep on 67. Whee, inconsistent bounce again, just shows getting the ball full. Fuller, that's where you want to be. Full. Umar having a crack. It's the way he plays. Plays his best cricket when he plays like that. With the 10 there, I'm sure he's not too worried about that. Lovely bit of shape into the right hander there. Big appeal, hoping that it's touched something. Battle glove. Umpire doesn't agree. Much better length from Tanvir. Asking a lot more questions than he was last over, and it shows. Little Saiwan vocal. Feeling something might just happen here. The dot ball, and sounds like someone's just won an award out there, the amount of clapping. Saiwan players willing there to be a wicket. Ooh. Run down to third man for the 1. One more left in the over. It's going to be to the right-hander. Let's go up. Pulled away to the leg side, just for the 1. USRC, steady, 15 without loss after 4, getting it just under 4 and over, and run rate required actually creeping up to 6.5. Little Saiwan doing an excellent job thus far, defending their small total. Reasonable appeal, but scurry through for a quick one. Great calling from Umar. Denunje doing great things with the ball. Plenty of shape out there for the left armour. And they scurry through for one more. Good quick single. Short in the helmet. Hope he's alright as we see coach and run a reef run out there. Certainly not something you never want anyone on the field to get hurt. Have a bit of a stoppage here for Ali, who's been hitting the helmet fairly clean by what you would say is a well-directed bouncer. You certainly wish no ill on anyone on a cricket field and hope it's nothing too serious. Meanwhile, back at HKCC, after losing 3 early wickets, Kowloon Cricket Club are flying along and they're at 175 for 4. The partnership, if I read that right, was 83 off 27 balls. Surely not. Simandeep Singh 79 off 56. Wakas Barkat 29 off 10. They're going along at a run rate of 9.2 and over. Wow. Fireworks up there. This Ayush Shukla over has gone 2-6-6-6. A leg behind a 2. That was the last over, I should say. We're into the last over now. So while we're taking this, just having a little bit of a break while matters get sorted. We'll see what's going to happen. Just a reminder that this morning there was the Women's Premier League final. And that was won comprehensively by Little Saiwan against Hong Kong Cricket Club. Run through the scores. Hong Kong Cricket Club batting first in that final this morning, 67 all out inside 15 overs. Wickets shared round. Just Gencor taking 3 of them. And little Saiwan, well, Shenzhen Shazad, 30 off 24, did the damage, and they chased the runs down inside 14 overs. Comprehensive victory. As we look to get back underway here at Ting Kwong Road, USRC taking a fairly conservative start, going along at under 4 and over and needing just over 6.5 and over, which just seems to keep creeping up. How are they going to be making life hard for themselves? Back of a length. Loosener from Dhananjay and a freebie. Nice of him to follow that up almost like a bit of an apology. Cracking cut shot for 4. Very, very valuable runs for USRC. Pitched. A double. I can tell you that the Kowloon Cricket Club innings is now finished, and they rounded up on 194 for 4. Bubba Hyatt 51 off 37. Simon Deep 90 not out off 59, and Wakas Barkat 37 off 13. That ends the 5th over here at Ting Kwong Road. USRC 22 without loss after 5.
He can get a concussion substitute.
Tanvir Ahmed continuing. Gone for the 8 runs thus far. There's 2 overs. He come through for 1, and Tanvir just holding his calf as he tweaked something. And Ali Scarlett looking like he's tweaked something as well. Something in the air. Last over of the power play. So I want to be very pleased if they can get out of it with no major damage done. They'd be very keen to take a wicket or 2, I'm sure. We've seen that when they've bowled it reasonably full and certainly been attacking the stumps. Just got the sense that they were on track to take a wicket, but not sure there's been enough consistency. I think Ali Scarlett is batting out there. Looks like he's no good. Not from the head, but from the hamstring. It's through, everybody! Through the legs of the keeper. Ole! 4 more to the score. Very useful runs. I think Sharoy might have claimed that was off the bat. And he might be right. It's hard. Collects his batter at the other end a little bit, but still got enough on it to hit 4 back-to-back boundaries for USRC. Be very pleased with that. Making the most of the power play. 2 balls left in it. Very clever follow-up from Umar. Drops into the leg side for 1. And 1 run to close out the power play. 6 overs gone. USRC 33 without loss. Move their run rate up to 5.5 and run rate required just over 6s. Change of bowling out of the power play. The elder statesman, experienced maestro Ehsan Khan into the attack. What magic can he weave? Deep square leg, well behind square, deep mid wicket, long on, long off. Hit hard down the ground. Just the 1 run. And I suspect, looking at the way Ali Scarlett's going, he is just going to go out there and try and swing for the boundary because the hamstring is looking sore. Quick ball at the stumps. No run. A little bit of turn on offer there. Sure, USRC has spoken about their approach to Ehsan. How are they going to manage him? More than anything, you don't want to give up wickets to him. But you also need to make sure you're still ticking that scoreboard over. Down the ground, just be the 2 off it. Ends the 7th over, 35 with that loss. And changing the bowling at the softball end. Wow, coming into the attack, the young leg spinner. A little bit of protection out on the leg side, deep square leg, deep mid wicket. Long on, long off, and a deep cover point. Oh, can't wait, that's going to be 4. Outside edge, and it's just run down the hill. We're playing catch up now. Don't want to be having that first ball of the over. USRC currently going along at just over 5s, just over 6s required. Fuller this time, great delivery, it's been given. It's a small crowd here, very pleased about that. Umar's on his bike, and USRC lose their first. 39 for 1. Akbar Khan into the crease, the skipper. Had a good day out with the ball, 3 quick wickets after drinks. USRC bowling innings. And they'll be looking from him to lead from the front here, particularly get through this period with 2 spin bowlers bowling, particularly Ehsan Khan. See a slip come in. Shorter. Not able to break the packed offside. And a drift and turn. Easily worked into the leg side just for a 1 to finish. Takes USRC through to 40 for 1 after 8 overs. Just over 6.5 required now, the rate. And the young bowler, Harris Muhammad, coming into the attack. Like it, a little bit of faith. You've led the ball. We back you. Saw medium pace, wicket to wicket was very effective for USRC. Let's see if the same can be said for Little Saiwan. Just the one fielder out on the boundary too. Third man in deep square. Just shape, just as they brought the third man up, he's hit that gap, and despite a diving effort, it's 4 to the score. Third man back again. Like to see this young lad tighten that line up. Just target that off stump a bit more. We see the keeper come up to the stumps. I think it's a good option. Outstanding piece of fielding. And his team recognises it and celebrates it. Great bit of cricket. Oh dear. Long way down leg side and a great diving spot. Stop from Bilal. Saves it from going out of the boundary. Oh, it's just wide and it's 4. Oh, you want to say that that was half a chance. Catchable height the whole way. Yeah, we spoke about just getting that ball in the stump line. Does it again. 2 good deliveries from the young Harris Muhammad to close out his first over, and USRC have moved on past 50. 51 for 1 now after 9. Cracking shot. Fielder was in from the rope. Cracking shot for 6. And all of a sudden we finally see the run rate, net run rate, swap over. Advantage USRC. Now going a shade over 6s and the required rate just dropping below. Short and wide. Tried to scurry through for a single. Yeah, I was surprised to see Hassan just bowl the 1 over. I think he's a key person in trying to swing the game into Little Saiwan's favour, and just wonder whether they've missed that opportunity now. USRC quickly moving towards the halfway point of their chase. Just the 1. 1 ball left in this over. Productive 1 for USRC. Flied it up and it's a dot ball. And then into the 10th over. Halfway point. The second innings and overs. USRC cruising along at the moment, 59 for 1. We're going to take a drink. And you're following the World Cup that's just started. Namibia, comprehensive win over Sri Lanka. Incredible start to the tournament. Bit of fielding, Yasan Khan back into the attack. He's the key here. Little Taiwan. I know that these batters aren't going to be able to run twos. Scarlett's injured. Tweaked his hamstring. Oh, a bit of turn there. Top ball. So deep square leg goes back. Final ball of the over. Quicker ball and the dot ball from it. Good over for Taiwan as expected from the master Yasan Khan. USRC 61 for 1 after 11. Over pitch, but just the one. One run. Oh, lucky he almost took out his teammate with that bounce throw. Reasonable start to the over here from Bilal. They can get in a good partnership with Yasan Khan. They could try and wrestle a little bit of momentum. Low full toss is swept out and it's gapped very, very nicely. It's 4 runs. That is the opposite what little Taiwan needed. Quicker ball. Good running between the wickets. Adds another to the total. Oh, very well bowled. He earns himself a dot. End of the 12th over. USRC,
Okay,
68 for 1.
Okay, he's retired.
It looks like Scott's going to retire. He is allowed to return, retiring injured. Picked up the injury in the game to the hamstring. And it looks like to replace him will be Muhammad Owais Jr. Who at this very ground did some pretty phenomenal striking of the ball in one of the additions of the Hong Kong Blitz. Not really what's required in this game, but if he did it, I'm sure his team would be more than happy. Hassan Khan carrying on, coming in for his 3rd over. Cut away, gap nicely. Oh, it's going to go for 4. First ball of the over too. Too much width. It cost him first ball of the over. Quicker at the stumps. Probably where the first one should have been. Wise to Hassan Khan, always keen to get through his overs quickly and see if he can surprise the batsman some way. I'm sure USRC batters will be more than happy with just that 4 off the over. Just make sure they don't give any wickets away. That's going to be 4 more. Late cut, very well played. Now 8 off the over. And a very, very quiet little Saiwan side out there in the field. You can feel that the game is a long way from their grasp. Wasp doesn't believe in the little Saiwan course. 100% win likelihood for USRC. Not so sure about that. I've seen some interesting things happen on the cricket field in chases, but I think it's probably not far off being right. Plenty of batting to come too. And it ends an expensive, not often you say that, an expensive Hassan Khan over. After 13 overs, USRC is 77 for 1. Well, we've got a little bit of time. Big thank you to the crew behind the scenes that put the broadcast together. Camera people involved in the production and directing. Big thank you to all those involved. The same goes for those people that are up at Hong Kong Cricket Club doing the same. Without those people we wouldn't be able to put the stream on, so big thank you to them and to technology partner MV Play, who we use, who drives the back end with all the technology that allows us to get the stream and the replays to you. Oh, he's going for a big swing and only manages to get a bottom edge. Squirts into the leg side for 1. .41 runs required now. Struck nicely down the ground. Fumble. And they come back for 2. Type of thing that just rubs salt into the wound. You just see heads drop a little bit more than the little so-on team. Got to believe that if they can take a couple of quick wickets, they can wrestle that run rate required high enough to put a bit of scoreboard pressure on. USRC going about this the right way and doing a great job thus far. A good bit of running between the wickets. That's another to the board. Another one. We'll close out the over. USRC 83 for 1 after 14. I can tell you, up at the Hong Kong Cricket Club, certainly making a game of it. Neenad Shah looks like he's seeing the ball as well as Simandeep Singh and Wakas Barkat was seeing it. Hong Kong Cricket Club now 82 for 1 after 6.5. Neenad Shah 61 off 25 balls. Add another 4 to that. Run rate required now for them around 8.5. An interesting game on their hands up at the gap. As we see a bowling change here, Tanvir Ahmed, the pace coming back on. Interesting comparison at this stage. Little Saiwan, 74, 6 down. So USRC requiring a runner ball from here. You expect them to do that with ease. Plenty of balls to spare. But as we know, cricket is a funny game. Anything can happen. And does happen. Flicked off the hip. 4 runs. Not the spot to be bowling when you're looking to try and take wickets. All bowl dot balls. Easy runs for Ice Junior. Moves along to 15 off 8. Akbar Khan skipper more than happy just to sit at the other end and watch that. This one, run out chance. Not to be. Another one to the score. 6 runs coming from the first 3 balls of this over. Oh, mix up. Not enough. And managed to squeeze a single out. USRC certainly don't want to be giving away a wicket that is unforced like that. Big appeal, turned down. I think just about every little Saiwan player on the field was appealing for that. Stuart Bailey signalling the league by, struggling to keep balance. There we go, he's found it. Just waiting for the scorers to acknowledge him. Flicked, 1 bounce to the fielder in the deep. And that concludes the 15th over. USRC 92 for 1. Run rate required down to 5.4. Looks like we've got to change a bowler. Softball and Sanayas coming into bowler's left armers, hoping that he can get some sort of breakthrough, because right now it is tracking ahead. A dominating performance by USRC and a comprehensive victory. 27 runs required. Struck hard down the ground, 4. Great shot. And a great statement. Moves the score along to 96. Little Saiwan at this stage just haven't had an answer. Risky from Akbar. No damage done. Just another one to the score. That run rate required now dropping down to under 4.5. 20 runs required. Solid partnership forming. I'm sure USRC will be keen for this pairing to get the job done. It's high. It's over the 45. It's going to go for 4. And that is 4 more to the score. USRC moving past the 100 mark. And moving quickly towards Little Saiwan total. Outside half. Mix up. Not enough to do any damage. Struck hard down the ground. Through the fielder's hands. It's a drop. Is it a drop? Is it a catch? Confusion. It's a catch. It just looks like I think some tape flew off the hand and wow, confusion all round. Certainly looked like the ball went through the hands, but I think it was just a bit of tape or something flew off the hands of the fielder. There he's just walking up to show it. So Akbar departs. Well, he's departed, but there's a big discussion on the field with the umpires. I'm not sure why. Well, quite bizarre. The wicket stands. Useful effort by Akbar. He's done a lot of the hard work to get his team to where they wanted to go. Meanwhile, over at the Hong Kong Cricket Club, Meenad Shah was going along very nicely. Going along is 71 off 26, and then a run out. So he is now gone. He's left the crease. Hong Kong Cricket Club. 94 for 3 after 9.1. Chasing 195. Rahul Sharma and Kinshit Shah at the crease. Back here, Ihsan Khan coming back into the attack for his final over. Probably quite an important one here for you, little Saiwan, if they're going to try and pick up a few more wickets. It's up. Oh, it's dropped. Is there something that you can say is easier than a regulation? A drop catch. Well, you're dropping those, you're probably not going to win too many games. Well, here we go. New batsman Wakas Khan facing up now. What a remarkable drop that. "15 runs required at a run rate required of just under 4s. You'd expect this to just be a formality. Oh, close to a run out at the non-striker's end. Waste just ambling back. Two balls left in this Ihsan Khan over, last of his spell. Drop catch earlier in the over. See the field spread for the last ball. Rather hopeful appeal. Well, looks like that is over. 104 for 2 after 17. A little Saiwan with a 4-man meeting out in the middle. Not sure what about. 15 runs required at a rate of 5 and over. 8 wickets in hand. Maybe just trying to slow the pace of the game down. See if they can upset the momentum as Tani Ahmed comes back into the attack, we think. See Dhananjay shuffling in, so it is going to be Dhananjay. He's going to bowl left arm over. Deep square leg, deep mid wicket, long on. Deep cover and a third man are all back. Low full toss on the legs, just hit out to deep mid wicket and it will be just the 1 run. Punched into the offside by Wakas Khan, and they're going to come back for 2 comfortably. Wakas advancing, just up the body, maybe a bit of something on it. It'll be 1 run. Just the 11 and over required now. And over. 11 runs required, 10 now, I should say. 1 rate required, just over 4s.
Unless for the game set.
Round the wicket now, back of the length. Worked off the hip, just for the 1. Just the 1 ball left in this over. The 18th. Untidy. And the 1 run closes out the 18th over. USRC move to the Nelson, 111 for 2.
Can we have an update on the time, please? When you're doing good.
The sun's coming out here at Tinkwong Road as it sets in the sky. Those fielding on the left of screen will have the sun in their eyes. Not easy to field out there. See a change of bowling. Ibrahim coming into the attack. Looks like he's going to bowl some sort of spin. No, change. Harris is on. A little bit of a late call. Young Harris with his little medium paces. Straight on the leg side, shouts of 2. This is going to be the 1. Good bit of fielding from Tanvir Ahmed. 7 runs required. I'm sure USRC would be keen to get this job done for the last over.
Thank you.
And another run. Four balls left in this over. 6 runs required if they want to end it before the last. Big swing. You're just trying to end it in one ball. Why not? Why not? I'd love to see it. Come on, go again. Slow ball. Struck hard. Oh, he's not gone for the catch. It's the one bounce to turn there. And just the one run.
Good over here.
Struck hard down the ground to the commentary 10. That's 4. And that's the game.
Is that finished?
That's it. Game over.
Finished. Game finished.
Outstanding game by USRC. You've dominated throughout the entire game. A comprehensive victory. Just all the way through. They were just ahead of the game. Little side 1. Now drop another game. USRC picking up another wicket. We'll move into second place on the table. And depending on the outcome of the match up at Hong Kong Cricket Club today, if Kowloon Cricket Club wins, then they'll be even on points, challenging for a spot in the finals. Thank you to everybody that's joined the stream for us here for the Gencor Men's Premier League match. We have some more cricket for you next week. We look forward to having you back here on the stream next time. For now, from us, that is all. You can swap over to the other stream up at Hong Kong Cricket Club, the match between Hong Kong Cricket Club and Kowloon Cricket Club. It's got about 10 overs to go. Look forward to seeing you next week. Short, pulled behind square, one bounce 4. 2 balls left in the over, 6 off it so far. Great catch, outstanding catch at cover. Ibrahim's tried to go over the top and hasn't. Really quite remarkable that a run out came out of that. It's just can only be put down to just very, very poor communication between the USRC trying to sneak in a couple of overs. Could be the bowler worth targeting. Not like that though. Caught and bowled. Full and straight ball and just stop and take a break. Face off. Big appeal. Oh, umpire's gone for a walk. And the finger goes up. Big appeal. Outstanding appeal. Tanvir Ahmed. Big appeal. Big appeal. The finger goes up, but dismayed, looking better. Raises his hand. Another cotton bolt, gone. Ramesh. Just trying to hit it down the ground. Tie. And it's long enough. The maximum. From Dhananjay Rao. Fuller this time. Great delivery. It's been given. It's a small crowd here. Very pleased about that. Umar's on his bike. Cracking shot. Fielder was in from the rope. Oh, very well bowled. He gives himself a dot. 20 runs required. Solid partnership forming. I'm sure USRC would be keen for this pairing to get the job done. It's high. It's over the 45. It's going to go for 4. A run out. So he is now gone. He's left the crease. Hong Kong Cricket Club. 94 for 3 after 9.1. Chasing 195. Struck hard down the ground to the commentary 10. And it's 4.